Now, who were described as a bunch of lunatics and a woman?
The words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, we're in France still. In Paris, in fact.
Is it the first revolutionary committee? Marat and that lot.
No, it wasn't. People. Nice thought. The woman's name was Berthe Morisot. Does that help? Who was Berthe Morisot?
She was the sister of someone, wasn't she?
She was.
She was the...
She was a painter in her own right, an impressionist painter.
There's a bit of a clue in the...
It was the Impressionists. Yeah, the Impressionists generally were described as this. Now, of course, amongst the most valuable art in the world and amongst the most agreed upon in its lusciousness. But at the time was considered absolutely horrific. Horrific, unfinished, nonsensical drivel, artless, in fact, and valueless. And the word impressionist was an insult. It was given by a critic. Hello. Very nice.
It was just getting really itchy.
Oh, well, we can't have that. You look like a Greek Orthodox minister there.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
You were going for the archimandrite look.
Yeah. It's Archbishop Makarios.
I miss Makarios.
Yeah. Lovely. Whoops. Super. Anyway, yes. In the world of the Impressions. Do you like them?
No. Well... They've made no impression on me, Stephen.
Then they have not done their work.
No.
No.
The reason I knew the answer to that was because when I was 18, when I finished my A-levels, about 4 mates and myself went to Paris for a week and went to the Jeu de Paume, or wherever the Impressionist Museum was at that point, and stood in front of all these pictures by Manet and the kind of views of Rouen Cathedral, or Reims Cathedral or something, and started doing that really awful thing of going, oh, what tremendous use of light. And at that point, I actually did think, not for the first time in my life, I just thought of myself, what a tosser I am being. And it sort of effectively cured me of that sort of thing. We had Mr. Bradshaw for art.
Yeah.
And on the first day, he gave us, this is double art, so it was 80 minutes of art. And he gave us each a copy of the Observer Book of Artists and told us to read it in silence. I was really bored. We were all bored and started, actually, ironically, doodling. And doing stickmen football matches and things like that. And then he said, do a size of a postage stamp painting of something you'd like to paint properly. And I did a steam engine. I was quite pleased with it, but I couldn't... after a while, I didn't like it so much, and I did a black line all round it. And then I thought it looked great, quite dramatic. And he came and said, there wouldn't be a black line around it, would there? And painted it out.
What?
And then I went to an art gallery somewhere one day for no reason other than it was raining, probably. And there's some really famous painter, and everything in all of his paintings had a black line around it.
Yes, the famous painter, Bradshaw.
Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe to the QI channel and click here to watch more videos.